Hey y'all. Well, Chelsea and I have finally gotten the aviary for our peahen for Ferdinand's future girlfriend. We've got it started. We got it turned around. We got the pieces attached back together. We got it attached to the lot of the bird lot back there in the back. We buried these posts up here about a foot to somewhat level it. It's still not level by a long shot, but we didn't want to bury those too deeply. So obviously we still have a lot to do. The top will have greenhouse plastic, and that's the reason it's got to be Chelsea, as a matter of fact, she's put in 2 posts for guide wire that we're going to attach up here and hold everything down. This will be attached to the chicken lot over there, and like I said, these were buried about a foot deep. Plus we have these metal T-posts that will be going in on these 2 front corners. We've already got those in, and then we'll put one on each of the middle posts for everything to be strapped to. The reason is that, once we get that greenhouse plastic on the top, and as open as it will be like a huge kite. So we don't want it to have the opportunity to rip off. And the greenhouse plastic that I have has cotton threads woven through it, so it's like incredibly strong. It will not rip easily. So, and the sides will be built out of wood, about 3 feet, maybe 4 feet tall. That's just an animal deterrent. The front will be framed in, and it will have a door on it. And also, everything will be closed in about 3 or 4 foot tall with wood. And then the area between the greenhouse plastic and the wood, probably up to this bar right here. And this bar right here is basically the height of my head. I could walk under it and skin the top of my head. But we'll put chicken wire up to that. So I think that there's not going to be any worry about an animal getting in there to harass or harm our little peahen. If y'all remember, a couple of years ago when Aaron first came up here and brought Ferdinand and Isabella was Ferdinand's girlfriend, she would roost in this tree right here, almost to the top. It was quite impressive how she could fly straight up into those branches, and that's where she would roost at night. The problem was, when she finally started laying eggs, she nested in the garden. And that's where she was one night when a coyote or a fox, some kind of a larger animal got a hold of her. But when they first came here, Ferdinand and Isabella were in the chicken house, in the chicken coop, the current chicken coop. And you have to leave them for 2 to 4 months. I've got to research that again, so that they can imprint on the area, or the area can imprint on them. And that's so when they're let free, they won't roam, they won't take off looking for something familiar. And so when we let them out of there and we put the chickens in the chicken coop, Isabella was really aggravated. And she would go in that chicken coop every day, multiple times a day, and run the chickens out. There goes Chelsea. She has been over here helping me with this thing for several hours this morning, and her neck, she did finally have her MRI on her neck. And yeah, there's work to be done, but I tried to get her not to help, because that was pretty physical, lifting and putting in those T-posts and everything, but you can't reason with her. She's like her daddy. So anyway, hopefully she's not going to be hurting too badly tomorrow. She's headed home to work on our web page. But anyway, the chicken house, I think that Isabella would have been safe had we let her just retain possession of the chicken coop and built something different for them. That was a bad decision on our part, and I regret that tremendously. So this time, the peahen will go into her own location, and that will be her location from now on. I'm hoping that when she goes in at night, because I think she will go in at night, she will get used to me just closing her door and coming out and opening her door in the morning. And if she will do that, then we can keep her safe, because the predators here mostly tend to be nocturnal, and I just don't want to lose her. But anyway, it is a rather blustery day. When Jared was little, he would go to the door on a day like this, especially if it was rainy. He loved Winnie the Pooh, and he would say, "It's a rather blustery day outside, Mom." He's a funny kid. All right, y'all. Well, I'm going inside to do some soil blocking, because guess what time it is? I'm actually almost late. I pulled up my notes last night to see when I needed to start my Lisianthus seed. I could have started them 2 weeks ago, and I didn't. So I'm nearing the end of the date that will be safe in order to get them in the ground when they need to go in the ground here. So today is soil blocking Lisianthus seed. I will show you what it looks like tomorrow, and I hope your day is beautiful. And I hope and it's breezy here, but it's so warm. I am out here without a jacket on, and it feels just lovely. So nice. There's Pops. He's going in probably to get himself something to drink. He's been building fence this morning. Always building fence. There's always a piece of fence that needs to be repaired. Actually, this time he put in electric fence up in that field where the cattle are at, if you can see them way up there. He put in electric fence around that field because it doesn't have a permanent fence, but he wanted them to go up there to graze. So that was the goal. He's got her done, apparently, because they are in there. All right, y'all. I love you much. I hope your day is beautiful. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.